Hi, I'm Chris Hutchinson.
And I'm Tom Hutchinson.
And we're here with Rock the Kaspa,
bringing you regular news and updates of all things Kaspa.
Let's get into it. Let's take a look at dev and tech updates.
Firstly, we have stable release v0.16.0 that is now available. So this release contains several optimizations that are expected to significantly improve performance and reduce CPU, storage and RAM consumption for mainnet node operators. It's strongly recommended that you upgrade to this version at your earliest convenience, but definitely before the Crescendo hard fork.
Yeah, so if you are running one of the older nodes, then update there and it will be perfect. Moving on, testnet 11 at 10 blocks per second remains strong and stable. Big mining pools like Humpool and Hero miners have confirmed their solutions are working and running stable on testnet 11. Whilst many projects and people continue to test, the Kaspa devs are still looking for other apps, wallets and exchanges to test out 10 blocks per second. The more testing with other participants, the more data we receive, which all goes towards stress testing 10 blocks per second before the imminent Crescendo fork.
Yeah, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, I am. I mean, the Crescendo fork is going to be... I think it's a lot bigger than most people probably realise. Going from 1 block per second to 10 blocks per second is massive. And it also enables smart contracts to start coming online as well. We already know that there's a few layer 2s being worked on, which is fantastic. But the main point is with 10 blocks per second, we're really nearing some of these fastest transaction layers like that are proof of stake. Solana, for example, if we got to say 15 blocks per second, I think we'd then match or maybe even beat Solana's transactions per second. But this is the main thing. It's all on a proof of work. And that's crucial. It has the same security and decentralization as Bitcoin, but can scale as fast as something like Solana. This isn't just massive for crypto land. This is absolutely massive for really just worldwide infrastructure.
Moving on anyway. So there is another exciting layer 2 that is being built on top of Kaspa by IgraLabs. So IgraLabs is made up of some of the previous DagLabs mega mines. And their vision is to establish base ZK rollups as a standard for layer 2s and Kaspa as a leading decentralized sequencer and industry standard for programmable proof of work. Yeah,
I mean, these guys are the real deal. I think I saw some tweets from Shy, because obviously he was ex-DagLabs as well. It's really, really exciting stuff that's coming out of this. And it's not just... The beautiful thing about Kaspa is because it's decentralized, anyone can build on it. And so now we've got IgraLabs building out their layer 2. We also have Sparkle and Anton or Aspect building out their layer 2 with KSPR bot. It's really, really exciting stuff for Kaspa. And what's really exciting about IgraLabs is they're trying to make it EVM compatible, which will just be really, really, really cool. A layer 2 that basically you can run through your MetaMask. It's already set up, ready to go. That actually connects to Kaspa's main layer as a sequencer, Kaspa being the layer 1 sequencer. It is so exciting. And these guys, I've spoken to a few of them, and they're just awesome guys. Really down to earth, but extremely knowledgeable, as you would expect from someone who's ex-DagLabs.
Ex-DagLabs, I know. Yeah, it's insane.
And like I said, with the Crescendo hard fork, these layer 2s will be possible, and smart contracts will be possible. The sky's the limit.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. So very exciting for those updates to happen.
Yeah. So Kaspa research, fees and throughput regulation dynamics by the Big Dog hashtag. He wrote an article on this. Jonathan basically explains layer 2 blockchains need to manage their processing capacity or gas to handle transactions efficiently. Layer 1 sequencers should control this to avoid transactions being accepted by layer 1 but ignored by layer 2, which would harm user experience. The proposed system lets users declare a gas limit for their transactions with miners, ensuring no block exceeds this cap. If a transaction uses too much gas, it's cancelled, but fees are still paid. This approach maintains service quality for urgent transactions and compensates layer 2 provers, though it means layer 1 sequencers benefit from high layer 2 demand. The method adds complexity for miners, but is manageable. The paper also considers how to fairly compensate layer 2 provers amidst all these dynamics. So again, go to the Kaspa research papers. These are just one of many research that's been done, research papers that have been done on Kaspa, but this one is a very good one, seeing as we are gearing up and getting ready for layer 2s.
Yes, it's just a very appropriate one to be reading now, isn't it, really?
100%.
Getting yourself ready for it and getting your mind there for it. And there's been more Kaspa research as well. So Michael Sutton has provided a research paper for a layer 1, layer 2 canonical bridge for based rollups. The primary goal of the based rollup design is to facilitate the movement of CAS tokens between layer 1 and layer 2 through a mechanism known as a canonical bridge. So the bridge creates like a bridge token, so it would be BCAS, which maintains 1-to-1 ratio with CAS, or native layer 1 CAS anyway. And then on the layer 1, CAS will be locked up in a pool managed by the layer 2, allowing users to transfer CAS into the layer 2 by sending it to a specific layer 2 address and then transfer it back to the layer 1 when needed.
Yeah, again, incredible research. Really do look at the Kaspa research page. It's so good. So many decent papers like this that are out there. And again, just following on or gearing up for the layer 2s that are being built out already. Brilliant research papers there. And then in just 3 years since its inception, Kaspa has subtly reshaped the landscape of a decentralized tech, with more than 100 million blocks now under its belt. Massive achievement. It showcases the groundbreaking potential of its unique architectural vision. Central to Kaspa's innovation is its pioneering block DAG system. Which breaks away from the traditional blockchain model. Every second and integrating parallel blocks into a cohesive network structure, Kaspa strikes an exceptional balance between speed, scalability, security, all while preserving complete decentralization. And this is what is so incredible about Kaspa. It maintains all of this security, all of this decentralization. And I've always said I actually would say it will become more decentralized than Bitcoin. Because of the low hardware costs and the low barrier of entry there. But so it's got all of those benefits, but it can scale. This is just huge news. Like I said, it's already solved the trilemma, and it's now moving forward to solve a lot of the other big problems within crypto. This achievement goes beyond mere numbers. It signifies a network designed not only to expand, but to pioneer. Each block that's added to the network propels Kaspa forward, continuously redefining the limits of what's possible in decentralized technology and leading the charge into the future. Kaspa is the end game.
Kaspa is the end game,
Like, it really is. It can actually go beyond that and be so much more. So, I'm really looking forward to the future.
I know. I remember when, you found Kaspa first and Chris told me about it, and I spent months just, I've heard this before. Of course it does. I've heard all this. And then I properly looked into it and I was mega excited. And then I was in, right? I was hooked and I was in. That was ages ago. That was long before all this stuff coming out. Like, it's so exciting, all the new stuff that's coming out. 10 blocks per second coming in is just going to be insane. And smart contracts is just like, it's the vision you always wanted for Kaspa. 100%. Because it puts it in such a good stand-in for just be like just a global use case. Like, just everywhere. I can see it everywhere, to be honest.
And genuinely can see it everywhere. So that's really exciting news there for Kaspa's network.
And that about wraps it up for the dev and tech updates. So let's rock on to the latest Kaspa integrations.
So up first, KRC 721s are now live on Kaspa, thanks to KSPR bot. There were some small bugs that needed sorting initially, as you would expect when you're implementing brand new protocols onto Kaspa's network. Because Kaspa runs on a block DAG rather than a blockchain, there are some nuances involved with new protocols having to handle Kaspa's parallel block creation and sequencing. So it's actually quite a hard task in itself just to manage that. Everyone's so used to blockchains. But obviously, Kaspa's the world's first block DAG to actually work as it should. So it's quite a feat to actually be able to get around that. I mean, even Kasplex with their KRC 20s, incredible index that it worked so well. But there's things that pop up that you just don't foresee sometimes. And the main thing is it's how you deal with the problems when they arise. And KSPR bot were right on the case. They got things sorted. So there was a little bit buggy at the start, but the bugs got fixed really quickly. And now KSPR bot's protocol is running stable and smoothly thanks to their quick fixes, and NFTs continue to be minted on Kaspa, which is really cool. People love NFTs, and it's great to see like some projects are minting out already, which is awesome to see. Because I'm pretty sure KSPR bot, their 721s are the first ever to or inscriptions to actually have a randomizer, which they were I'm pretty sure they were the first ones to ever implement a randomizer, so you don't know which NFT you're going to get when you mint it. And they done that on a block DAG. Like, do you know how hard that is? Because obviously, like, it's not like a linear chain. It's you're against sequencing, and I again, when you're innovating, these things will pop up. You can stress test something to death, but until you actually get real world volume on, you don't know what's coming.
So moving on with the integrations, Cas is now listed on QuickX, which is awesome.
There's a new Kaspa on ramp thanks to Alchemy Pay, which is always handy.
It is, and there's a new listing for Cas with instant swaps using Exelix.
Well, I'm actually quite partial to a swap exchange. I quite like them, especially when you don't have to KYC. I think
I've done a few swaps.
Not that I would ever do that, Mr. Government.
No, me neither.
but I think it's cool. It's all about decentralisation, isn't it? And I think the swaps. When I first done swaps, they scared the absolute out of me. But once you get used to certainly the provider, it gets a lot easier. Again, it's a brilliant way to get Kaspa if you're struggling to get it, or to get Kas if you're struggling to get it. And then we've got Kaspa integration to the official Ledger Live app for desktop and mobile has made some great progress. So that is getting there. Like I said, you can still store your Kas on Ledger. You use, I'm pretty sure Coder of Stuff wrote the code for that.
Sure it was.
And personally, I actually prefer it. I prefer using the Kas Vault front ends than I probably would the Ledger Live one. But still, fantastic integration, and it's getting there. There's a lot more progress happening. So brilliant stuff. And that's about it for integrations. Now let's take a look at notable videos and posts.
So Ripto has made some fantastic content regarding Kaspa. They're short and sweet, but have all the necessary info you would need. Make sure you check them out.
He's come up with some really good videos, actually. Pretty sure he's English as well.
Kaspa.
I don't know whereabouts. Maybe we should reach out to him.
Get to Wolfie's Bar.
That'd be amazing.
We'll see you there.
Not sure what part of England, but he might not even be in England. I might be completely wrong.
Either way, we'll see you at Wolfie's Bar.
We also had Triage, who owns Auto Soto Service in Portugal. They've started a series of working life at their shop. Fast bikes, fast cars, and fast payments, as they proudly accept cash as payment. And honestly, it's really, really cool to watch. Actually, the videography of it all is really, really well done.
Really well done.
Sharp, clear. And it's just all those cars and bikes, man. And he's got some awesome motorbikes. So, definitely worth watching that as well.
Definitely. Even just for the production, it is the nuts. And so the Brazilian Kaspa ambassador, Paulo Powers, great name, by the way.
It's a great name.
Created an awesome music video about Kaspa, which was heavily influenced by the intro music to the hit series The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It's really good, man. And I think he's done a few videos like that. He's obviously extremely good with AI on whatever he does with that. But watch the video. Like, seriously, if any, just go pause this if you have to. I mean, I'd rather you not. But pause this and go see that video, because it's actually brilliant.
Now this is a story all about how my life got twisted, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right here. I'll tell you how I found Kaspa and why it's so clear.
Then make sure you come back here and then like and subscribe, because why wouldn't you? We're Rock the Kaspa. We're putting the good news out there.
We're rocking that Kaspa. And again, I have to say it, Paulo. I don't know now.
I don't know. Paulo.
Oh, messed my own brain up. Anyway, that's an amazing name. That is such an amazing name. But moving on. Kaspa Silva had an incredible interview with our very own global ambassador and head of the Kaspa Ambassador Program, Luke Dunshay.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Again, Kaspa Silva, like, if you're into Kaspa, you should definitely know Kaspa Silva by now. Does incredible videos, really deep dives into the tech and mining as well. I've seen a few mining videos from him, and some of his earlier mining videos really helped me set up my Cas Zero Ultra. So he is a household name in the sort of Kaspa content creator space. And again, with Luke as well, everyone knows Luke. He's everywhere within Kaspa, and he's such a great guy and does such amazing things for Kaspa. So put two of them together, it's going to be a winning video, 100%. And then finally, there is a high quality version of Big Dog #'s keynote speech in Australia at the Oz Crypto Con, and it's now available to watch. So and I really would suggest you just take half hour out of your day to watch that. Jonathan is a very intelligent guy, and humble as well, but very intelligent. And if you want to learn sort of his motives of what Kaspa is about and should be about, this is definitely something to watch. It's worth your time to listen to.
And that about wraps it up for notable X-Faces videos and posts. So let's keep it rocking and move on to meetups and conferences.
So to kick this off, let's have a look at our Turkish Kaspa ambassador, Esma, because she held another great Kasfan meetup in Istanbul. These meetups are so important for organic and grassroots adoption of Kaspa globally. And honestly, Esma is just putting herself out there.
Killing it.
She is killing it. Continually doing meetups, going to events, talking about Kaspa. I'd love to know how many people she's onboarded to Kaspa, because she's done incredible work.
And again, she just seems to be everywhere doing it. But it is awesome. Keep up that amazing work. Definitely doing the ambassadors proud with that stuff.
Definitely.
So the mighty 5-strong French Kaspa ambassadors represented Kaspa at the Crypto XR conference in France. Some of the team are so dedicated to the cause that they couldn't even put their laptop down, even at the after-party meal. Right? So a massive shout out to the KEF for yet again sponsoring Kaspa's presence at this event, and a huge thank you to the CMF with Rhubarb and the team who worked tirelessly to get great looking t-shirts out. It was this new Kaspa t-shirt, a new design of the Bitcoin was the Kaspa testnet t-shirt.
It's a really cool design.
It is awesome. Yeah, really, really good one. With There was a new backdrop booth display, French battle card pull up, and handout merch like stickers, pins, keychains. The Rue Barbarians, with the help of the CMF, also helped Esma's event with all the design things and merch as well. So they're just,
again, relentless, and really, really good work. Yeah, it is. The look and feel of Kaspa, when you see these booths and these meetups and things like that, it just, the branding is fantastic. It looks, it stands out, and that's what you want. You want it to catch people's eyes and then come over and ask, what's this?
Yeah.
And you can brain dump on them.
Yeah, well, Kaspa is super cool, and you need branding that makes it look super cool as well. Yeah. And they are doing that, so that's awesome.
Yeah. And with the imminent launch of the Crescendo hard fork to 10 blocks per second, expect to see Kaspa ambassadors all around the world hold meetups and parties to celebrate this awesome feat in crypto tech. Yeah. Like, the launch of Crescendo is just going to be huge. Yeah. And this amazing feat in crypto tech, a proof of work layer 1 that can handle 3,000 plus transactions per second with a finality of roughly 10 seconds and a fee so cheap you won't even realise you paid it. Yeah. This is what I mean. It's Crescendo. Get excited about it, because this is huge news for the whole crypto space and beyond. Yeah. Really.
It is massive. You think just like that, I'd seen demonstrations of masses of money being moved through Kaspa before, at just 1 block per second. And it was like done so quickly and for nothing. Now we're doing that times 10. Like, it's crazy. Like, it is crazy. It will be. Well, I can even like from our personal experience with payments, because obviously we do fiat payments and Kaspa payments on Rock the Kaspa.
Rock the Kaspa merch store. What, the really cool merch store where you get all this really cool merch
stuff. Yeah, I know.
And we accept Kaspa as well. We do accept Kas. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So what's so great about that is when we take fiat payments, don't get me wrong, we're not like, it's still awesome, but it takes a lot longer for money to filter through the system. It takes a lot longer.
Whereas Kas
and actually costs more in fees. Yeah. Whereas when we get Kas payments, it's finished. The transaction, the journey of that money is finished within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And for a smaller processing fee as well. Like, it's crazy. And that's just from our like little level, let alone if you had billions of transactions going through a company at the same time or whatever. Or throughout the day or whatever, the saving would be just phenomenal.
So the main point you're trying to get across to the audience is paying Kas on the Rock the Kaspa merch store. Make sure you pay in Kas.
Basically,
a very valid point. Point well made.
Yeah. And I think quite subtly made as well.
Very subtly made. Yeah, I don't think anyone noticed. And that wraps it up for meetups and conferences. Let's rock on to articles and write-ups.
So, Kas Media have launched a brilliant new series where they interview Kaspa's main influencers. They've already held interviews with Kaspa Silva, Plan K, Sin City, and then obviously, the big dogs, Rock the Kaspa themselves.
Yeah, boy.
But that honestly was a huge privilege for us to be included in the lineup. Amongst these like amazing Kaspa influencers. So we're obviously doing something right.
Yeah, definitely.
So please go check them out. If you haven't seen them already, head over to kasmedia.com and go check them out.
So Shai, yet again, produces a really interesting article about Bitcoin and Kaspa's respective fee markets. He really goes into a deep dive in this one. He does make it as easy to understand as possible. But really interesting stuff there. So make sure you go give that a read.
Moving on, Luke, who we've already spoke about, has wrote another blinding post. And this is what I was kind of mentioning earlier on, which was about the dust attack that happened on Kaspa's network back in 2023 and how the core contributors handled it. There was a vulnerability there or something that hadn't been foreseen. In Kaspa's network, people took advantage of it, and instantly the team noticed it and started to react. I think it was Uri that noticed it first, and then the whole team come together and managed to get a fix out like rapid.
Yeah, and I think this was over one of their holidays as well. So it was like the work. I don't know if whether it was planned or not, because they knew that everyone was on holiday. But like again, the core contributors got to it, got the fix done, got it patched, and it now has been sorted through some of the kips. And again, it's one of these little vulnerabilities that you don't notice, and then once the network gets stress tested, someone may pick up on it, and thank you for picking up on it, because it just means that now Kaspa's network is as safe as ever. Yeah,
definitely. That's it. Well, it's prevented from dust attacks.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that it wasn't safe. It was more like an annoyance more than anything.
Yeah.
But it's been fixed back in 2023. This was, but it's a really, really good write up by Luke. Definitely read that. Really interesting stuff in there.
Yeah, it was really interesting. Yeah, definitely read that one. And that does it for the articles and write ups this month. All right, time to rock on to adoption and marketing.
So this is a really big one that I'm mega excited about, and it's introducing Powered by Kaspa, an exciting new branding initiative designed to showcase Kaspa's true power by its DLT. Kaspa is so much more than just Kas. Kaspa's tech doesn't only live in crypto land. Kaspa actually has the ability to solve real world problems within the different industry sectors. From deep into a new banking standard, Kaspa Kai's Warp Core. Kaspa's distributed ledger technology needs to be highlighted to show the world just how game-changing it can be, and how Kaspa's tech can revolutionise old, outdated infrastructure.
Yeah.
This amazing initiative is driven by the Kaspa community, from community member Rubarbarian and other initiatives eager to get involved, like the KII and KEF. Powered by Kaspa, empowering the people, powering the planet. This will be fantastic. Honestly, this will be so good. Because Kaspa's quite unique. Pretty much all cryptos out there live in crypto land. Nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. It's cool. But Kaspa actually can live in the real world too. And I think this is what we need to start showcasing to people. It's fine if you're in it for the degen sort of degen plays and the casino type of thing. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But we also want to show that the DLT is really an incredible bit of useful tech that can actually change infrastructure globally. So with this initiative, this is going to highlight that, and it's going to have all the right branding around it. And again, if Kaspa's anything to go by from Rubarbarian and his team, then Powered by Kaspa is going to be an incredible branding initiative.
Yeah, definitely. And it does just showcase how Kaspa can be used in the real world. Like it's not, Kas isn't to me anyway, Kas isn't just the next shiny crypto to get hyped about and whatever. This is the long haul. This is long haul. I can see it going well in the next 20 years. I can just see it going and flourishing and flourishing and flourishing. So with stuff like this, it's mega important, because that's what gives it its edge. That's what makes it go further and further.
100%. Real world adoption, just going to be incredible. Look at Kaspa KII.
Yeah,
they are just at the forefront of all of this, with their stable coins they're looking to make that are going to be backed by sort of energy carbon credits. All sorts of a mixture of really good stuff. From Warp Core, just really exciting times for Kaspa.
So moving on, Vite, or Coin Athlete, has created a fantastic website that debunks all of the myths and misinformation regarding Kaspa. Questioning things is always good. So if you ever have any concerns about the misinformed chatter you may hear about Kaspa, or you want to help articulating why somebody may have their facts wrong, then use the Kaspa archive. Big thank you again to Chad, aka Rubarbarian, for the help and advice for improvements.
Yeah, the website's really cool, and it literally breaks it down into sections as well, whether you're talking about mining or the beginning of Kaspa with DagLabs, things like this. It's such a brilliant piece of information to have.
Yeah.
And actually, when you can't be, because again, when you're going through X and you always hear people pop up with this random FUD that's been debunked so many times before, and you've probably debunked it yourself a million times before. It does get relentless and tiring, to be honest with you, to constantly keep going over yourself.
Same stuff, yeah.
All you've got to do now is just send them over to Kaspa Archive and then just let them do their own research. It's any bit of FUD around Kaspa is in there, and it breaks it down into why that FUD is just FUD, and not fact at all.
Yeah, that's it. So, and if that floats your boat anyway, you can go on the website, get all these FUD busting facts, and go out FUD busting yourself.
Yeah,
if you want. Yeah.
We don't just have to rely on Shy anymore.
That's it.
We've got Kaspa Archive.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, it's an awesome website. Definitely go check it out.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. A group of film and documentary professionals, along with help and consultation from Kaspa ambassadors and other core contributors, have decided to launch a funding initiative for a movie quality documentary about Kaspa.
Yeah.
The documentary won't just cover Kaspa's incredible tech, but it will also look at the real world adoption and the Kaspa community as a whole. We really want to get this sort of human element side over and across in the documentary.
Yeah.
They're looking to raise the top figure of $1.4 million. Oh, yes, I know what you're thinking. Yeah. Mega money there.
Yeah.
And it is, let's face it, it's a lot of money to raise. But this is it is obviously a lot of money, but it's relative. So for a high quality documentary production crew traveling the world to capture Kaspa's story, and for the best chance to get it on top streaming services like Netflix or like Amazon, this fee isn't that expensive. To find out more, follow Beyond the Blockchain, and you can ask them any questions you want. Yeah. They've also got a Discord that you can be a part of, and you can learn more information there. But I personally think it's a really, really good initiative, and I think this will be massive for Kaspa adoption as well. Because whether you like it or not, film and TV and these streaming services, these documentaries that are on there, they do actually capture people's attention, and they do get them to watch it, and that then makes them want to discover more about it. So I think it's for what it is, for the price that you're paying, or that needs to be raised and spent on, I think it will do a hell of a lot of good for marketing of Kaspa.
Yeah, so it is a big number, but if the funding can get there, then I'm excited to see it 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
And talking of funding initiatives, the CMF asked the community for another round of funding to help continue the awesome work of the Rhubarbarians and cover some hard costs. The CMF were looking for a total of 99,801 Kas, and the Kaspa community rallied together and got that total figure within a few days. Right? So it's a nice testament to how the community value the efforts of the CMF, and massive congratulations.
Yeah, definitely. And again, the CMF do such incredible work. The marketing is fantastic. The branding's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it just follows that Kaspa ethos, all grassroots, all organic. And I love it. I think it works really, really well.
Yeah, I do.
So yeah, massive congratulations on that fundraise.
Yeah, well deserved.
Definitely. And that's it for adoption and marketing. Now let's take a quick look at feature merchants.
So Chris had already kind of mentioned this before, but they are a merchant, so let's feature them rightly so. Also, Soto Service now accept Kas as payment. They're a car and motorcycle shop in the north of Portugal. We'd love to do a bike ride over there one day and get a tune-up and pay with Kas.
Yeah, I mean, that would be amazing. Can you imagine?
Oh, it would be epic.
I mean, how long would it take us from our bikes from here to North Portugal?
14 hours would be my guess.
14?
Yeah.
No, it's got to be more than that, surely.
Do you reckon more?
I mean, I know we go fast, but safe.
No, we go the speed limit.
We go the speed limit and no more. We don't go over. Are you actually looking this up now?
I'm going to quickly look it up now, because I'm interested. I'm saying 14 hours.
I'm going to say probably a couple of days. North Portugal?
North Portugal, yeah.
Right, while he's doing that, I genuinely would love to do this because Triage, who's the guy who owns this Auto Soto service, he's got so many bikes. It's unreal. Big Harley fan. And honestly, I think it would just be incredible to do a bike ride out there. Me and you do a bike ride out over to North Portugal.
Yeah.
And like I said, have a little tune up and
oh, it's close.
What is it?
20 hours and 30 minutes.
We're pretty much in the middle then. 20, yeah, and like we wouldn't have to stop either. We can just keep going.
Yeah, we'll just keep going, won't we?
I was right then. Pretty much 2 days.
That's not 2 days.
It is
one
pretty
day.
much. That's what if you're driving full throttle all the way.
Yeah.
So we've got to stop, sleep.
All right. Well, we'll have to go on the Kaspa website, look at all the feature merchants, and make ourselves a little route all the way down.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Get a haircut on the way and all the rest of it.
Yeah, go
awesome.
to the Faroe Islands, get a haircut. We'll have a beer at Wolfie's first.
Yeah,
I know.
That's the wrong way, but that's fine.
A non-alcoholic beer at Wolfie's first. Go whether he sells them or not, I don't know. Probably not. But then, make our way round.
Yeah.
Get haircuts. Go. There's a camping place in. Is it China?
Yeah, that's almost en route.
That's almost a little bit out of the way, but
a little hop over. But yeah, he's in China.
God,
but yeah,
we have to do this one day.
it would be awesome.
Do a round trip with our bikes.
Yeah.
Triage might even come with us. Awesome. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's also, again, it's just brilliant. More and more businesses are accepting CAS as payment, and there's a reason for it. CAS is the ultimate peer-to-peer payment layer. It's the best payment rail going.
Yeah.
And it's about to be so much more than that. I cannot wait for Crescendo.
No.
It's going to be awesome.
Anyway, that is it for our feature merchants. Check out their web series if you haven't yet. Go check it out. It is awesome. And yeah,
if you're in the area, use your CAS, buy some super cool fast bikes.
Yeah, and get yourself some cool t-shirts to go down there with.
Yeah, where can you get that from again?
Rock the Kaspa. Oh, and we ship to Portugal as well because it's global shipping.
Yes,
so.
we do.
Yeah.
And you can pay in CAS. Perfect.
Yeah.
And while we're shilling our own stuff constantly, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Please,
don't leave before you do that. It really helps our channel grow. And I've been looking at the numbers, and there's plenty of you out there watching us that haven't subscribed yet.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are
Make
you
sure
doing?
you subscribe.
Yeah.
And then you get to see us even more. Just click the notification as well. We'll pop up.
Yeah, the bigger we grow, the more stuff we'll be doing.
Boom, baby.
Boom.
Anyway, that's it for this episode of Rock the Kaspa. Keep it rocking, Kaspa.
We'll see you next month.